Hello, happy Monday, everyone. So I watched, of course, Miss Danielle's video on Thursday, and she taught you all a new game that she called Sock Balls and Bowls. So I have a sock ball ready, and I was wondering how that went for you. And you found like 3 different size bowls and tried to see what happened when you tossed it into each bowl. Here's one of the bowls that I tried. And when I first tried it, I missed, but then I was able to get it in there. So how did that go? I bet it was a lot of fun. Who knew you could make a ball out of socks, right? All right. Number 2, I wanted to talk about wind, because today is going to be a very windy day. As I was looking outside, I thought, you know what? We should find out more about wind. So I looked up some things about wind, and I wrote right here, facts about wind. Oh, and you know what I forgot to say? This was number 1 about Miss Danielle's game, and this is number 2. We're going to learn a little bit about wind. So this is supposed to be wind right here. We can't see wind because wind, that's my first fact, is a flow of gases. And that means like all around us is air, something we call that we breathe in. It's filled with different gases. And so when that air moves, it makes different kinds of wind. And that's what wind is. But you can't see it. It's something that you can't see. It's something that you feel with your body. And what I found out is there are so many words that describe or kind of talk about different kinds of wind. So if you choose one word, this is one kind of wind, and then if you say a different word, it means a different kind of wind. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about those words. So when people say that there's a breeze, that means that there's just a little bit of wind. It's not a lot. It's like this light kind of feeling of air on your body. And that's a breeze. I'm looking outside right now, and I don't think we would call that a breeze because it's really moving the branches of the trees, and it's moving our bird feeder around. So when it gets really strong and it's really like for just a little bit of time, it's so strong, that's called a gust. So a gust of wind is when it's so strong but kind of short. It's short. It's called a gust. Did you know that a storm is actually about the wind? I always thought a storm was about like all of it, like rain and maybe snow, but I guess it's really about the wind and the air and how it's moving. That's what it really means when people talk about, or when weather people talk about storms. Interesting, right? And then there's a gale, which is a really strong level of wind. I need to find out more about that. I'm not sure. That might have more to it, what a gale is. And then a hurricane, we don't have those here. That's when there's really, 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 really strong wind. That's a lot of wind. It's very strong for a while. Not just like a strong wind, a gust of wind, which is short. So that's a lot of words to remember, but maybe it's something you can go back and maybe learn some more about if you want to look up wind and the different types of wind, and maybe you might notice it outside today and it makes you wonder, what is this wind and why is it happening? Yeah, it's really moving the trees. I can see that tree kind of swaying back and forth, and sometimes wind is so strong that it might knock branches off of trees, it might knock things down, so it's important to be careful. All right, so those are facts about wind. Now, today is the first day of something this week called It's the Week of the Young Child. It's a week all about you, because you're younger, you're in pre-K, And so we want to celebrate and say, yay, we love you. We're going to do some fun things. So today we're going to talk about today's Music Monday. And we're going to have fun with music. So I wrote, let's have fun with music. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remind you about 2 songs that we already know, and then I'm going to teach you a new song that we have never done before, but that I have a picture for, and one day I thought we would do it together, and today's the day we get to learn it. So, on another video, I showed you this one, Old John the Rabbit, right? So we'll just review that one. And also, I wrote all the words down, and I'm sending it to your families in an email, the email that I send this video link to so they can find the video. I'm going to send them the words to these songs that we're going to do today. So you can hopefully sing them at home too, and your families will know what the words are. And they won't have to watch all the videos all the time. All right, so do you remember Old John the Rabbit? It's called a call and response song. And that means that I, or the person who starts the song, sings a part, and then you say a part, or you sing a part back. So it goes, Old John the Rabbit, and then you sing, yes ma'am, right? Had a mighty fine habit, yes ma'am, of jumping in my garden, yes ma'am, and eating all my carrots, and you sing, yes ma'am, okay. And then you can decide what else John the Rabbit's going to eat. Like maybe there's some, trying to think what else might be. Potatoes? You think you might want some potatoes? All right, let's try it again. Old John the Rabbit, yes ma'am, had a mighty fine habit, yes ma'am, of jumping in my garden, yes ma'am, and eating all my potatoes, yes ma'am, right. All right, so that's Old John the Rabbit, and you can decide on all kinds of foods that John might eat. All right, the other song that I don't have a picture for because it's one that we did together when we were all together, and we just did this. I just practiced it last week, I think. I don't remember, but it's Rise, Sugar, Rise, and that's a fun song you can do with your family. 2 of you can do it together, and you can just sing it for yourself, or maybe somebody else in your family can sing it with you. So remember, it goes, up on the mountain 2 by 2, up on the mountain 2 by 2, up on the mountain 2 by 2, rise, sugar, rise. Let's see you make a motion 2 by 2. Let's see you make a motion 2 by 2. Let's see you make a motion 2 by 2. Rise, sugar, rise. And remember, you're thinking of what you're trying out a motion. So maybe you're both jumping, or maybe you're going like this, whatever you want to do together. So you do that. And then when you're doing that motion, that's a mighty fine motion 2 by 2. That's a mighty fine motion 2 by 2. That's a mighty fine motion 2 by 2. Rise, sugar, rise. And everyone can try it together, just like we did when we did that together at school. All right, here's the new song. And the words to this are in that what I'm sending to your families, so you can remember all the words. This is called Sticky Icky Bubblegum. And it's so much fun. All right, so that's what this is, Sticky Icky Bubblegum. And it goes like that, this. Sticky, 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 icky bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. Sticky, 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 icky bubblegum makes my hands stick to my, and then you can decide where they're gonna stick, like maybe on your shoulders, to my shoulders. And you pull them, and you pull them, see if you can pull them away, and you pull them away. They were so sticky. They were sticking to my shoulders. All right, let's think of another place on our bodies they could stick. Maybe our cheeks? Okay, let's try that. Sticky, 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 stick, icky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, 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 icky bubble gum makes my hands stick to my cheeks. And you pull them, and you pull them, try to pull them, and you pull them away. Oh, we did it. Let's think of one more. What's one more body part we could do? Oh, your head? Okay. Sticky, 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 sticky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, 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 icky bubble gum makes my hand stick to my head. And you pull them, and you pull them, and you pull them away. Ah, it gets so sticky, that bubble gum. All right, so those are a few songs you can sing at home. And remember, you also have nursery rhymes. Some of them are songs that you can sing, or rhymes are kind of musical too. So there's a lot of music. And we're excited to see you at our Zoom meetings. So hopefully I'll see you all in one of those this week. So have a great Monday, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.